Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Saggy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. For your key to the week this week, you have the Hierophant card, which interestingly enough is the opposite energy to your own card, which is the Temperance card. Now, this could be a week where you are interacting with a local authority in some way, shape or form. This could be, you know, maybe interactions with local government, etc. But it could just as easily be that this is a week where you are starting to get focused on your routines, the things that you consider your rituals. This could also be that you're seeking new knowledge and or wisdom from a source that maybe hasn't been able to or from a different source, should I say, right? And maybe you're moving away from one way of doing things or changing your personal rituals, doing something different with the energy that you usually put out into the world. That being said, if you haven't seen the solar eclipse video, please don't forget to check it out. Remember, these are processes, they're not events. Yes, they happen on a specific day at a specific time, but there's so much more to them than that. And also, remember, you're going to get, oh gosh, come on brain. Also, the midpoint magic and madness video is a really important one. The midpoint between eclipses. So this whole week we are in the, you know, we're coming up to that midpoint between eclipses, which is a very powerful time. This is a really interesting time to pay attention to what's showing up at the moment. And obviously I will be doing the Scorpio lunar eclipse video as well. So stay tuned for all of those. They're really important. There's a lot of good information that I think you will be able to actually use in there. Now, that being said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you have the Hermit card. This could be as well for some of you trying to figure out a way that you can emancipate yourself from the system in some way, shape or form. If you haven't already, this could also be where your personal wisdom trumps the information that you are getting from an outside source. I kind of get the feeling that for some of you, this is a point at which you realize, actually, you know what, I don't trust what I'm being told, or I don't trust the source of this information. So this is a powerful week for your own intuition, trusting your own intuitive hunches, nudges and leanings. What I tend to say to people with the when the Hermit card shows up is, when the Hermit card shows up, the High Priestess has a message for you. So pay attention to what your inner hunches and psychic awarenesses are trying to tell you. Also, this could be interacting with a traditional elder, maybe a mystic or a seer or a mentor of some kind for some of you. This may also be that you are choosing to step into that role for yourself. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Swords underneath the Hierophant, which is also number 5. 2 5s represents a vigil, so this would be a really important week actually. Pay attention to the conversations that you're having, because there are going to be nudges. There may also be hints in why you don't fully trust the information that you're being given, especially if this is coming from an authority figure, a local authority. There's something about this, especially for those of you that are employed by somebody else, maybe the establishment that you're working for. This could be, you know, there's something going on in the corridors of power that you can feel, but don't necessarily see or aren't privy to. This could also be a week where communication is a little bit testy, all right? This could be especially where maybe you're having to pull rank or somebody else is pulling rank on you. Just be prepared and aware that this could come up. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academics, That Five of Swords suggests that you are presenting an unpopular opinion, or that whatever you do put forward is going to be marked very harshly. While there's a part of me that's like, okay, take it on the chin. If you feel that this is unfair and it's like that you're trying, you know, that they're maybe trying to censor you or, you know, change your viewpoint, etc., don't stand for that. Obviously, you're a Sagittarius, so you wouldn't, but, you know, watch out for it. For those of you that are business owners or entrepreneurs, people that work for themselves, I would watch out for this, because it looks like you have some form of competition that may be a bigger company. And I always find this really interesting, because if you weren't really a threat, they wouldn't bother with you. The fact that they are bothering with you or trying to, you know, cause issues, etc., then it obviously means that you are potentially, you know, you have the potential to really undercut or, you know, overtake their business in some way. So if you have anyone trying to muscle in on your work or your business, etc., this week, there is a reason behind this. Be more strategic about the way that you approach it. When it comes to, in that same sort of vein, I want to say to you, like, be more strategic, but also be more gracious. Kill them with kindness, right? For those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, this could be a challenge or an issue with or around an elderly person in your life or your family, and it might be that they are requiring more of your time and your efforts. It may also be that they need something from you that they're afraid to ask for, you know, for any number of reasons. But this would be a time where paying attention to who seems to be struggling more than they're letting on. It might come with a little bit of, you know, like when you tried to help a cat that's hurt itself and they, and they start, this could be one of those moments. For your love and relations, you've got the Gemini card, you've got the Lovers card. So we're, you know, 2 for 2 here. This is interesting to me because the Hermit card is Virgo ruled, the Lovers card is Gemini ruled. That's a double hit of mercurial energy. So communications are going to be heightened this week, but they might also be a little bit intense. The Lovers card bodes very well, but it looks like with that Hermit card, for some of you, this could be spending time away from the partner or the loved one. Not because of an argument, it may be that they are called away for some reason or you are called away. Either which way, there's a potential for you to have to spend some time apart here, but not, you know, there's no problem with the marriage or the relationship. It's just that you've got things that need to be attended to, and you can't, for some, you know, for some reason, you can't do them together. For those of you that are single and looking, this could, like, if you meet someone, it could be what they do for work that maybe causes the problem. Maybe they're a police officer, maybe they are a lawyer, maybe they're in government, and, you know, it could be that you kind of don't see eye to eye on some of the stuff. And, you know, if it's that challenging this early on, maybe it's, you know, supposed to be a bit of a fling and not much more. For your money and materials, you have the Three of Swords. So the arguments that are potentially brewing for you this week could have something to do with money, finances and resources. Money that you're promised, money that you're owed, or money that was set aside may be swallowed up by something, and it could be like a moment at which you're like, you know, I can't believe this is happening. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your kidneys and or your urinary system, so look after yourself in that regard. And then when it comes to, you know, I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice. When it comes to your home and environment, for some of you, this could literally be something that you're having to release from the home. So if you've got, you know, and I hope this isn't the case, but if you've got something that you've borrowed or that you have on lease, this could be that maybe you can't make the payment anymore and they come to take it away. You know, I really hope that I'm wrong on that front, but this would be a time to maybe think about consolidating or streamlining your finances. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have as conscious a week as you possibly can. Look after yourself, my dear Saggies. Take care. I'll see you soon.